Hi, welcome back to Therapy Designs. If you're new to this channel, my name is Kelly, and this channel is all about print on demand and Etsy. So if that is a subject that you are interested in, please hit like and subscribe and stick around. So if you've been selling on Etsy for any length of time, you've probably searched for things like, how many listings do I need? What's the best SEO strategy? Should I run Etsy ads? What's the best AI prompt? How do I get listed on the first page? Because we're all looking for the same thing, the shortcut. The one thing that is going to make our shops take off. I know, because I've spent years looking for it too. But after more than 5 years of selling on Etsy and reviewing over 25 of my subscriber shops, I've come to the conclusion there isn't a shortcut. And ironically, believing there is might be one of the biggest mistakes that Etsy sellers make. I've been selling print on demand on Etsy for over 5 years while working full-time as a physical therapist and being a single mom. I have made thousands of listings. I have reviewed dozens of shops, and I have learned things that I wish I had learned or somebody had taught me years ago. Success on Etsy isn't usually one big breakthrough. It's a bunch of small things that are all working together perfectly. And today I want to explain what I mean by this. When a shop isn't getting sales, most people ask, what's wrong? What they really mean is, what is the one thing that I need to fix? Maybe it's the SEO is bad. Maybe they need to add a Pinterest account. Maybe they need to incorporate AI, or maybe they should run more Etsy ads. Maybe it's the number of listings. The problem is that's almost never how Etsy actually works. Owning an Etsy shop is kind of like trying to lose weight. Everyone wants to know the best exercise. The truth, there is no one best exercise. It's eating better, moving more, sleeping enough, being consistent. And unfortunately, nobody wants to hear that because it's not very exciting and it's not very easy. One question I get all the time is, how many listings do I need? And you've probably heard me say before, more listings, generally help. And I still believe that. Here's why. In my own shop, about 8% of my listings consistently sell. Another 8% occasionally sell, and the other 84%, not much happens. If I'd only made 20 listings, I may have never discovered my winners. So yes, you do need enough listings. But here's where people get stuck. They think, I'll just keep adding more without ever improving the listings that they already have. And that's where a lot of shops start to lose sales. So think about it. Let's say Etsy sends somebody to one of your listings. Great. Now what? Do they trust you? Do they understand your product? Can they picture it in their home or picture themselves wearing it? Have you answered every question before they've, had a chance to ask it? This is why I spend so much time talking about mock-ups, information cards, descriptions, branding, and consistency. Those things don't necessarily bring in the traffic, but they help turn the traffic into sales. And if your listings don't convert, more traffic will not solve your problem. This is something I see a lot in my shop reviews. I'll review a shop that maybe has 300 listings, and the owner thinks, I just need a few more listings. Then we open one, and the mock-ups are confusing. The description is one sentence long. There is no size guide. There's no branding. There's no information cards, no explanation. This is not a traffic problem. This is a conversion problem. Then I'll review another shop that maybe only has 50 listings, but it has beautiful branding, clear mock-ups, helpful information, professional presentation. Now, guess which one has a better chance of converting visitors? Now, you do still need to get the visitors, right? This is the framework that I have settled on after 5 years of being on Etsy. You need enough listings to find your winners. You need listings that clearly communicate value. You need a niche that people actually want and are searching for. You need a good presentation. You need patience. And you need to keep improving. Take any one of those away, and the whole system will get weaker. I think we all do it. We're all looking for shortcuts. I mean, because shortcuts are comforting. It's easier to believe if I just fix my tags, everything changes. The reality is, most Etsy shops didn't succeed because of one brilliant decision. They succeed because they got a little better each month on everything. It's honestly kind of disappointing. I wish I could tell you that there was one secret Etsy checkbox hidden somewhere in the settings. Trust me, I looked. This is one of the reasons that I had originally created my workbook, because I realized I wasn't following one magic trick. I was following a system, and I used that system over and over again each time. Eventually, I turned that into checklists so I wouldn't forget anything in the process. And if you'd like to see my system, I have a link below every video for my workbook, both in the physical copy on Amazon and the digital copy on Etsy. So anyways, if there's one thing that you can take away from this video, it's this. Stop asking, what's the one thing my shop needs? Instead, ask, what's the next thing that I can improve? Maybe it's your mock-ups. Maybe it's your description. Maybe it's your branding. Maybe it's making more listings. Maybe it's choosing better products or better niches. But these small improvements add up. And over time, most improvements become a successful shop. So thanks for watching. If you found yourself chasing the next Etsy shortcut, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And if you thought this was helpful, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. That's it for today's video. If you found that useful and would like to see more videos with helpful tips and tricks, be sure to hit like and subscribe. And turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of the weekly videos. As always, keep growing and stay creative, and we'll see you next time.